The one thing that we are certain is that this community is going to have one of their own vying for the presidency in 2022. And that's none other than His Excellency Dr. Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka. And we always say this, that Kalonzo was a vice president of the Republic when the development agenda of this nation took a trajectory towards 2030, which is a vision that they came up with. So I don't see how Kalonzo can be out of the race, because for us, we want a person who has a vision for the nation, a person who could see far. When they came up with this vision, they could see very, very far ahead. So I think we are going to have Kalonzo as our candidate in 2022, but we are still reiterating that we will work with other communities. Kalonzo will not go it alone. He has to go with a team. No one can win the presidency alone. Even when Kibaki won, he won because he had a team, and Uhuru Kenyatta was with KANU. So that is how he won. So we are also going to work with a team of other like-minded leaders. All I can ask is that we have supported others. Let them also support us. I mean, this is a time, this is a time to also return the favor. You cannot be given a favor continuously, and the favor is always for you. Let us also return the favor. Kalonzo has supported Raila twice. Let us now say, let us also, in the process of, brotherliness and working together, let us agree that we change the arrow, as Kamba say, so that we can see whether now we can shoot the animal and kill it. I think when it comes to leadership, let me not be selfish. I have a master's degree myself, and it's not an issue about my personal qualifications. But let me say, I have seen leaders, very, very serious leaders, who do not have degrees. I will give a case in point. My own grandfather, who was a minister for lands, he was minister for health, he was the head of the military, chief of general staff for many years. He didn't have a university degree, but the level of wisdom, knowledge, understanding, and ability that he had is way above a lot of people that I know. So I can say that clearly it is not just the paper that creates a leader, but Parliament already passed the laws and said that because the law allows us to set the minimum standards for people to ascend to positions of leadership. So we did set the standard, saying that to be a member of Parliament or to be a member of a county assembly, you have to have a university degree. And unfortunately, when we extended the time, we were giving people opportunity to go to school and try and get the credentials so that they can be able to vie. Now I've heard the chair of IEBC has said that he will not give any extension, and that is true because Parliament has not given an extension. So it's unfortunate, but I know people will be locked out. If it was my choice, I would have said let them be given another 5 years so that they can organize themselves. Otherwise, leadership is not just about papers. There are people without papers who do an excellent job, and there are people with papers who cannot even manage themselves and their homes. I want to say that I think the president was taken out of context. I was in the meeting, and I have found people are very interesting. There are people who are not in that meeting who know more about what was happening in the meeting than those of us who are there. Because when you go into State House, you leave your phones and you leave your phones outside. So I don't know who is this that is coming up with those stories. In fact, I read that headline and I was shocked. I will say this, the only thing the head of state said is that you need to unite in order to form leadership for the nation. That is what he said. He said when leaders are united, the development will be achieved. So this issue of saying that he said he's going to back one of the NASA leaders, I don't think that is true. He said leaders should unite. In other words, even the NASA leaders should come back together and work together to ensure that they can do a development agenda for the nation together so that we don't have divisive politics at the end of 2022. So that is basically what he said. So I don't think we can say Jubilee is dead, because Uhuru Kenyatta is still the party leader for Jubilee, and Jubilee is still in existence. So other than that, I think it is just people who took it out of context. We are happy the way the president received us in State House, and we expect a lot of goodies for our people. We have backed this government from the time Wiper signed a cooperation agreement with His Excellency the President. Not to forget that when Wiper signs, that is region of Ukambani, because Wiper is a majority in Machakos, Makueni and Kitui. And we are expecting that the President will do several things. One is that there are many projects that have started in our region that need to be completed. And many people do not understand that when the President visits, then we get an opportunity to ask him to hasten or to fast track the completion of this project. So that is the first thing. All ongoing projects will be fast tracked. We are expecting the Wake Dam to be fast tracked. We are expecting the High Grand Falls Dam to be fast tracked. We are expecting the Konza City to be fast tracked and also more money put in there. We are expecting the Kenania Leather Industrial Park to also be fast tracked, and the housing project that is coming up in Machakos. So we believe that the projects that are ongoing will be fast tracked and will be finished in sooner before he leaves office. So that's the first thing. Secondly, we have a lot of areas where we need new development projects. We are expecting, our road network to be improved. We do thank His Excellency the President, because we know they have done a lot of roads have been done in our region, but there's still a lot of areas that require support. For example, we don't have a direct connection, from Kitui County directly to Makueni. And so we expect a road that can go over the Thwake Dam and take us all the way to Makueni. So we expect those kind of projects. So there are quite a number of projects that we have earmarked. Now, the President has set up a meeting where we will have our leaders from our region sitting and discussing this agenda with his government. In other words, the CSs that are concerned, the CS for water, CS for agriculture, CS for roads, all those CSs will be able to sit with us so that we can deliberate and agree on the way forward. So by the time the President will be coming, he will already know what is being funded, what needs to be fast-tracked, so that he can be able to give his input. So I think really it is a benefit to the community. Now, I would like to say that people have seen the President, when he's gone to Luo Nyanza region severally, they have received a lot of goodies. The President is head of state. He still has command on a lot of things that happen in our regions. So we expect that his visit is definitely going to bear a lot of fruit for us.